another video, another episode of Everybody Hates Black Men. I am your host, Edward Anderson. Yeah, I'm about to go on a rant right now, but shout out to people in the Discord. We still in the early stages of the Discord. The trial run. Probably gonna be a trial run till the end of this month. Getting initial people in there, me moving stuff around. So appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all posting stuff. I'm gonna try. What I'm not gonna do is make it a habit um talking about kind of what goes on in the Discord. Um, like on my live streams. I'm not really trying to call nobody out outside the Discord, especially if you're not a content creator. But I reserve the right to change my mind on that, but I'm not going to start doing that now. So shout out to the people that have joined it. Like I said, put suggestions in there, and that stuff is welcome. And there you go. So, and shout out to people have participated in it so far. But that's not what we're going to be talking about today. Today we are going to talk about lying ass bitches and the females that believe them. So, hold on one second. Yeah, so, hold on, because I got to get going real quick. Get in here, get y'all in here. And so the link, just let me know in the comment section. You want the link? What do you mean 42 seconds ago was wild? All right. Yeah, man, that Bears game was crazy. Whew, I just gotta get set up real quick.
That they don't understand. It's like, I don't know, man. It's crazy to me.
All right. Yeah, what's up, Ken, that boy? This might cut out for a second. Yeah, I got everything I need. So, this will cut out for a second with y'all coming in here. All right. We got 34 people in here. So like I said, make sure y'all check out the Discord. Comment if you want to get access. I still got to email one person in regard to that. So that's the first thing. Second thing is, make sure y'all check out the video I just dropped. I actually got a couple of videos in the wings that I'm about to put out there. One is a chick that put, she's going to have strict standards in 2026. It's like 10 or 12 standards, so we're going to go through that tomorrow. I may have another video in there too. I'm not sure about, and so let me know what you think about the thumbnails and stuff like that I put up. As you can see, I'm doing some experimentation with that, and so that's going to be fun. But today, this is going to be a treat. I'm about to go in because I saw a couple of TikToks. Now, I'll do proper reactions to them, maybe set them up tonight, tomorrow. But I want to give my kind of reaction to it. So, basically, I still need to put out a video on the Jordine situation because now you got a lot of bitches copping pleas about it. So there's a couple things going on. You got a situation with DJ Academics right now, and DJ Academics with this like 20-year-old chick by the name of Samaya, cute little girl, cute little chick, whatever. But, dealing with some rappers and DJ Academics. I don't like DJ Academics. I don't make no secret about that. But DJ Academics does have useful information. And DJ Academics was talking to this girl. Y'all might saw that on TikTok, social media. I'll put some stuff like that together so you can see what's going on with that. But basically, DJ Academic was saying you moving like an escort. Everybody seeing your stuff out here, blah, blah, blah. She want to act like people don't see what's going on, that he don't got the information that proves that she's fucking for money and stuff, and she's putting stuff out here on social media, the typical escort shit, the typical going to Dubai shit. Now, she hasn't gone to Dubai, but it's the typical shit where they put it out there like they living this life that they're funding themselves and not having been funded. Then she sits there and turns around and says the dudes are spending thousands of dollars flying her out the country in order like dudes that are from the United States, rappers, are taking her with flying. They're out of country and then they're flying her to them just to hang out for cool vibes. Bitch, you're not that cute. And most of these rappers are not Travis Hunter type, and even Travis Hunter wasn't doing all that goofy shit. You're not that cute. You're just not. You're not cute enough to even pull that off. And there's like this debate, and this is not the main part of what I'm talking about right now, but there's like this debate that women are talking about. Just because a man flies a woman out doesn't mean that that means they have sex. It could be that they fly off and they finesse the dude, or the dude, and they just choose to not have sex. I'm telling you right now, this is me personally. Bitch, if I ever fly a bitch out, which I probably won't, I'm more likely to fly myself out to another country. But if I ever fly somebody out and you don't comply with that shit, I don't give a fuck how this sounds. You put your own ticket to go back. And I'm serious. Niggas need to start doing one-way flights. Women can make whatever decision they want to make, and that is not coercion, by the way. Coercion is when you do use threats and force to make somebody do something. That is coercion. If one-way flights, bitch, you book a Spirit one-way flight, bitch, you find your own way back. I don't play like that. A lot of these chicks, yeah, we're hanging out for cool. Bitch, you bitches are not that dumb. You know the niggas are not spending that kind of money on you to hang out with you. Why would they do that when they could do that in in the country of origin? That doesn't make sense. And when you look at what this chick looks like, you be like, yo, are you serious? Absolutely. These are like rappers, like pretty known rappers. So anyway, DJ Akademiks was letting her know she's out here, like she's getting known for this, and she want to act like no, she not. She want to be in this league. DJ Akademiks is actually trying to help her, like real talk. And these would be the same chicks that like 5-6 years down the road they'll talk about they was young and dumb. This is the same thing the porno chicks do. They always find a way. I saw a video the Poor Man Podcast did, and I'll share it in my post, community tab, where these chicks are talking about how they get coerced and they get tricked into doing porn. Bitch, you know that it's wrong for you to take your clothes off on camera for money. You know that's wrong. You know that's putting you in a vulnerable spot. I don't give a fuck how old you are. I am really getting tired, and I'm just going to say this right now. I am really getting tired of females talking about how educated they are. They're dunking on men, kicking men's ass. Not even just black women, but white women. Men are not educated. Men are not this. But these women, when convenient, could be an infant. They cannot understand right or wrong. If you don't understand right or wrong, you shouldn't have rights. You shouldn't have rights. And people would think, oh, that's crazy. When you are a ward of the state, or you are a ward of somebody. For instance, my aunt understands right from wrong, but my aunt couldn't live on her own. She's like right under being able to do that, because we wouldn't think she burned the house down. And so my mom, which was her younger sister, was her ward. If I really fought for it, I could be her ward. So what you all are essentially saying is, you bitches are not grown. You're not grown, and you need somebody to be able to tell you what the fuck you do, when to go to bed at night. That's what the fuck you all are saying. And this is why people, I want you to notice something. And this ain't even a main part. I'm not even mad. What if she can do what the fuck she want to do? But when you get on the other side of that, don't be like you were abused. These guys pass you around. Don't do the fucking what's superhead shit, the Brittany Renner shit. You made yourself available to get fucked, and that's cool. But it ain't men's job to protect you from doing what you want to do within what the law is. The law is, she is 20 years old. And these dudes are like her age anyway. So Akademiks was saying you moving like an escort, yet you sitting here trying to brag on these other females like you're doing something. You're selling pussy. And stop acting like that's not what you're doing. No, that's not true. It's cool vibes. She never said she didn't fuck him. She yet to say that. I got a video on that. I don't want to get too deep into that, but the point is to why this story is important. Why is this important for, Ed, you 39 years old. The fuck you worry about a 20-year-old? I mean, you a disease, like haven't you been saying the disease got all the 20s? Yeah, they do. The point is, a lot of you niggas be guilty as hell, and y'all understand. Y'all are guilty as hell, and y'all forget that Anakin Skywalker still killed them younglings. Anakin Skywalker still choked his bitch just because of a misunderstanding. That's who, like, Darth Vader didn't just magically appear. Darth Vader was a series of fucking decisions that were made. Y'all, and I said that metaphor is for all these chicks that, they try to guilt trip you niggas to try to reset their value. It is illegal. It is fucking illegal at the national level to turn back the odometer. And these bitches stay trying to turn back the odometer on you, trying to do some genjutsu, some fucking psyop on you niggas. And because your fucking mama raised you and your daddy wasn't there, you niggas swear to God that all these bitches got a fucking Bambi origin fucking story because your daddy wasn't there. And you project that shit onto these other females. And these females make decisions. They're not coerced. And there's a reason I'm using the word coercion. She don't like in her mind, academics is blowing up her spot. Not knowing that she don't know that these rappers told him to say that. Threatening to sue, all this goofy shit. But academics is low-key trying to help her, like, yo, you new to this. The reality is the market has caught up to all these hoes. The market, it's normal. So when y'all lie and y'all try to play this game, we're just trying to get cool vibes. I don't give a fuck how much money I'm worth. Like, ain't nobody spending 20, 30,000, spending money for you to come out and having trips like that for cool vibes. Bitch, you're not that cute. You're not. You're not. You're not. And just to give you an idea of what she looked like Travis Hunter's girlfriend. She in that cluster. You ain't cute. You ain't that cute. Especially for niggas, and them niggas ain't that thirsty. They're rappers. They're not that thirsty. It's so clear. So I don't know who you lying to. You should have just let X say something and go, oh, I'm gonna sue you, I'm gonna do this. Guess what, bitch? It's called discovery. And when she talk about she gonna represent herself, I was like, oh, you a dumb light-skinned bitch. That's what you are. Okay. Once she started saying shit like that, oh, you a dumb ghetto. You one of these ghetto Cardi B is your role model. Your role model, Cardi B, Summer Walker types. You a future single mother, world of America. That's your future single mother. Remember what I said? That you're a single mother in the head before you ever become a single mother in real life. She's a perfect example of that. And she don't even know. She don't even know. She ain't even street smart like that. And these be the main chicks always, I got some free abuse, I got some free stuff. Like Jordan, I ain't some the same chick. But anyway, I'm gonna do a video on that, so I'm not about to harp on that too much. So the thing that really popped on, but that's coming. The thing that popped, because there's a whole bunch of clutch people opinions on that, and it's a good commentary, because we go through these things to let people know there's an origin to all of this. This is not, these chicks don't just magically have trauma, magically have all this. These things are decisions. But anyway, so what really had me saying, yeah, I'm about to come here and cook something up to that right now, was two things. One is, it's a chick by the name of Bahamian Diva, where, she's got a lot of videos. Some stuff I agree. Some stuff, she be saying some egregious shit. Talking about, she made fun of Kevin Samuels dying. Let me tell you something. And I got to say this, and it's got to be said for real. For anybody that would make, I would say the same thing. I would say the same fucking thing for black men. Anybody that actually chuckles and makes fun of somebody dying. Like, I want you to understand something. You got murderers, you got rapists, you bitches won't make fun of R. Kelly dying. You bitches won't make fun of Diddy dying either, as much as y'all act like Diddy's the worst person in the world. You got murderers, rapists, niggas that took pussy, niggas that gave, white boys that took pussy, white boys that gave y'all the gift. You got motherfuckers that have done some of the worst and some really obscene shit. You all got women that have slit the throats of their daughters. Yes, that really happened. You got women that have put their fucking kids in a goddamn oven and turned that shit on some Holocaust shit, and you bitches don't be getting angry about that. Y'all just charge it up to she's mentally ill. Y'all don't be getting enraged like that. And so because you're upset because I couldn't stand, they're calling me Kevin Samuels and I couldn't stand Kevin Samuels. See, I told you these women are incels. That's what she was saying because she's on the other side of it. It's like, I couldn't stand that man. That's why I made fun he dead. Fuck you and your son. Straight up. I hope your son turn out gay. Just because I know that'll bother the fuck out you. Dead ass. I'm dead ass. Because let me tell you something. Somebody like that, they whole fucking bloodline is fucking corrupt as far as I'm concerned. You didn't see niggas, you didn't see black men. Bell Hooks has done more damage to the black cohesion than any single-handed white supremacist. Yet you don't got black men out here celebrating Bell Hooks dying. You didn't have people cheering for Dick fucking Cheney. There's a lot of people with this dead white, black soldiers that dead in the ground, hurt, main PTSD because of shit that Dick Cheney had saying in George W. Bush's ear. That's his fault ultimately, but Dick Cheney was like the worst part. You take Dick Cheney out of fucking George W. Bush's fucking White House and you got a completely different White House. We probably would be $10 trillion less in debt. He died. Ain't nobody celebrate his fucking death. A lot of y'all, I won't say that. Y'all, some people would celebrate Trump's death. I'm not gonna go that far. Especially the way we are now. Anybody that you celebrate somebody's death that hasn't harmed nobody or killed nobody, oh goddamn. You a special type of scum. And I don't even have like a personal issue with this. Like, even though the rhetoric I'm using is really hyperbolic, but I'm telling you right now, don't call yourself a Christian. Don't call yourself a Christian. Y'all must be some atheists. Y'all must be on some other shit. Even the Old Testament. Yeah, an eye for an eye existed, but goddamn. And this is a chick that's a soldier. This is a chick that apparently she was in the army. So, I mean, you got these women that they be wanting to call out women fuck shit. And she's not the only one. It's a chick by the name of Kitty, a dark-skinned chick that didn't like Kevin. You don't have to like Kevin. You could not stand him, even though these bitches never can articulate. And these are women that know how to use their words. But when it comes to that, oh, they got a blind spot. They can't never say, he said this, and this that I completely don't agree with. Okay, we can have a conversation about that. But no, I just can't stand him. No, you can't stand how much motion Kevin had. Like, a lot of y'all, I swear to God, you got females that make it a holiday the day Kevin Samuels died. The fact that women 5 years or 4 years later are being called Kevin Samuels, even as a slur, just shows you how traumatized you all were with Kevin. And by the way, this ain't even the main thing I was going to make my video about. These are just videos that are coming. Stay fucking tuned. You know, and she says it so casually. Oh yeah, you know, I could stand that man. Okay, cool, fine. I didn't celebrate his death, but I was making fun of it. That's like me saying, you know, I was making fun of a bitch getting her pussy took. I mean, she's still alive. I was making fun of her getting raped. That's literally like the same thing. It doesn't matter what that bitch did. That bitch could kill a child, you would still feel some type of way about that. Like, that's how in y'all feelings and traumatized that y'all were about a rant. And here's the thing. People can argue about whether they agree with Kevin or not. I'm sorry, but let's keep it all over 100. If Kevin was talking bullshit, you think motherfuckers would make fun of him dying? the shit Kevin was saying was just bullshit, you think y'all would be making fun of it? Y'all think y'all would care like that? It's been quite a few people in the space that's passed away. This shit happens. Life happens. You think, like, that's how you know that shit snatched the soul out of a lot of these chicks. Even chicks that couldn't get dudes. That's how you know. That's how you know. Niggas didn't even hate on Bell Hooks like that. Even though Bell Hooks was a straight up white supremacist. Fuck it. I'm sorry. Can I trade Bell Hooks for fucking Nick Fuentes? At least he's talking about some class shit. Like dead ass. That's so. And when she died, dude, folks didn't. Gloria Steinem, she's still alive, but when she died, Bell Hooks, dudes didn't even make videos about her. We just said, fuck it, let that bitch fade to black. But y'all, motherfuckers having gay parties. Oh man, this black man is dead. Dead ass. These are the same bitches that act like they're Christians. You bitches aren't Christians, you bitches are witches. Y'all are witches, and quite frankly, y'all, don't even get me started. David Carroll, last video he ever did was warning black men about that witchcraft shit. Y'all are really witches. The only witches would actually be on some shit like that. Yep, they did low-key do it with Kobe. And then when Snoop Dogg tried to stand up for Kobe, Susan Rice threatened to put the military on his ass. Do you understand how bold you gotta be to do some shit like that? Do you understand how crazy, especially to a celebrity? For what? Because he wanted to check Gayle for saying some slick shit about Kobe? Like she ain't above, like that's what I'm talking about. And I swear, I wish, Snoop, I get it, and I'm not gonna hold that on Snoop, but see, that was kind of low-key. I wish Snoop would have said, do it. You talk about a black man that's been married to a black woman for decades now. People don't give Snoop that credit. To a chick they can't wait to buy her ass out of blackness. I'll never forget, by the way, with Susan Rice, I'll never forget that. You know, I get annoyed with this Jasmine Crockett shit, but I'm telling you right now, if Susan Rice ever tries to run for anything serious, I will tell any bitch to go to hell and suck a dick and die that tries to push her. Any black woman that tries to get their like 2-finger snap like they trying to do with Jasmine Crockett, I'm gonna just call you goofy with Jasmine Crockett. But I'm gonna bring up this situation with Snoop, and then if they be like, so, I'm gonna be like, go to hell, and you know what? It's time to get rid of all these other black bitches out of this politics just for that shit. Dead ass. I dare, cause these chicks don't even be knowing who these females are. They just be knowing, oh, they look like me, so I'm gonna jump on it. Same thing with Jasmine Crockett. These chicks jump out the window for Jasmine Crockett, don't even know who Jasmine Crockett is. Same thing with Kamala. Anyway, on to another point. But anyway, these chicks, I saw a video, and the video said, you know, I still personally believe that Ty Lil, you know, sexually assaulted Jordine. So you got women copping pleas about sexually assaulting Jordine, but I also believe that she would took that $2,000, she wouldn't have said something. Let me tell you something. I'm telling you right now. If you take $2,000, bitch, you wasn't sexually assaulted. I'm telling you that right now. Jordine is a singer. Jordine out of her own mouth talking about $2,000 ain't no money. Talking about that was for her phone, even though ain't no iPhone that expensive. You gotta get an iPad. I don't even think iPads go up that high. Not that high. Maybe the pros. Maybe the pros. Maybe the pros. If you get the full storage and everything. But I know the phones don't go that high. Unless you getting some custom made bullshit that you can't even buy out of an Apple Store or order. Like through the regular website. But if you sit here and she sat there and said, oh, she took the money, she wouldn't have said nothing. Bitch, she wasn't raped then. Because she still ain't gone to the police. Understand something? Y'all are telling me y'all don't know what having pussy taken look is. Y'all don't know what that is then. And y'all been using the word sexual assault so much, y'all actually believe that like, you know, y'all don't know what it is then. No, you give me $2,000, then I won't say nothing. Bitch, if you don't go to the police, it didn't happen. It didn't happen. She still ain't go to police. She don't gotta do a rape kit, by the way. She can just go to the police to file a report. She didn't file a report. It's not a requirement that she gets a rape kit. She can deny a rape kit. Now that's suspect, but she could have did that. She didn't even want to go to the court. She want what? She want to compel him to give her $2,000? Because it's the thing, and this is where women talk on both sides of their ass. If he would have paid her, then he would have been guilty just by default of paying her. Does somebody remember Shannon Sharp? Now see him, they were he's old, blah, blah. These people are relatively the same age. In fact, I think she might be older than him. Older than Tylil. Can somebody say Shannon? So, yeah, when you pay, you're guilty in the eyes of public opinion. Why am I annoyed? I'm annoyed because they don't want to go to the law. They want to adjudicate this in the court of public opinion. And it's somebody that I know plenty of black women that have common fucking sense. Fuck you hoes. And you all get very upset when people question you. You all create an environment where a lot of dudes be on some suspect shit anyway because y'all are lying so much. And I keep telling you, women have a different relationship with the truth than men. I'm not saying men don't lie, but the reality is there is accountability for men lying to a certain extent. Now, if you want to talk about sexual leverage and all that shit, that's different. Because again, at the end of the day, it's either you either want the money or you want the dick. So if you want the dick, you believe the lies because you want the dick. Or you want the money. But the thing is, and this is why I titled it this, because you got women, that Bohemian Diva chick, this other chick was, by the way, I was in the comment section, I said, you know what, I'm not even gonna front. You scum. You're scum. And I'm not even gonna sugarcoat it. Fuck what you say, you're scum. Because the thing is, the reason why you have that row bitch, that brick lady bitch, this Jordan bitch, by the way, both of them are not, they're not FBA, by the way. Now, this is not saying it's only not FBA to do this, because it is not, but just FYI, all these dark-skinned females, y'all talk about colorism unless a chick is trying to get a black man hemmed up. Now all of a fucking sudden, y'all want to take their side. Y'all love taking these light-skinned bitches' side when y'all want to cry and y'all want to lump them in. Get the fuck out of here. The reality is, you all have pretty much said, I'm going to believe a bitch because I hate men that much. Well, bitch, fuck you then. Dead ass. And the thing is, these hoes are bold about it. They're bold about saying that. And the biggest reason why they're bold is because they know they're not going to be excommunicated. Let me be very clear here. I'm loyal to the truth. Let's give you a perfect example. I believe Trey Songz did something. I could dismiss the shit that what's her name? Not Tika Sumter. What's her name? You know what I'm talking about. Keke Palmer said. And I've said why with Keke Palmer, but Dylan Gonzalez, that might have happened because he stay having shit on him. And it's not just that; it's other stuff too with Trey Songz. Just like Diddy, I don't be on no I support Diddy. It's enough evidence there with a couple of stuff, even outside of Cassie. Even though that's not the same thing with Cassie, because Cassie was just like Jeffrey Epstein and that chick that ended up going to jail. She was an accomplice. Yeah, she might have been abused, but that's not what Diddy was going to trial for. Diddy was on trial for RICO. He wasn't on trial for abusing Cassie because he paid Cassie off and she took that money. I'm not mad that she got her money. But the reality is, that's why, by the way, anyway, my point is that two things can be true at the same time. That is true. But you all are female identified, and therefore you believe the woman to the point where you all will destroy a man because y'all want somebody lynched. That's really what it is. Y'all want any nigga lynched just so you can feel like you have power. That's why Megan Thee Stallion, did what he did with Tory. Because they just want to feel like a white woman. Fuck you. And so when you get these women, you got to understand how bold it is. Like, these chicks, how bold it is for these chicks to get on their phone and put it in public. Oh, I'm going to believe them anyway. And I reserve the right to do that. And that's fine. If you want to be fine, but it's like, but then you get mad when men respond. Because men got to protect themselves against, because y'all are not in the community. If y'all are like that, and let's be clear here, y'all want to talk about protecting predators, y'all bitches want jumping up and down like y'all really should be on Nicki Minaj when she married who she married, when her brother was doing what he was doing. Let's be real about that. You had Tasha K, yes, you had not Tiny TKO, you had Lovely T.I. But I'm talking about, for the most part, the fact that Nicki Minaj can still really make money really says a lot. Because it wasn't like white people are promoting Nicki Minaj like that anyway. They've been trying to replace Nicki Minaj. The fact that Barb's is still able to even be Barb's and not be ostracized or quote unquote canceled says a lot. So I don't want to hear that shit. I really don't. You all basically use this shit as a weapon. This is a propaganda tool designed, and when you get angry, this is a nuke that you can lob. And I swear before God, there needs to be like unfixable consequences. And when I say unfixable, I do not mean violence. I do not know what that looks like yet. But there needs to be something that men can do to women that is not violent and that is legal, that we can basically irreparably damage a bitch for doing that shit. Fuck that. They need to get the time, because nobody's ever gonna make it so a woman gets the time that a man would get. That's not gonna happen. But something needs to happen. And for women that be having big platforms too, they have big platforms and they use their platforms to promote that shit, man. Fuck that shit, man. I would be like, bitch, you better remove that shit, or I'm gonna put this law on your ass. I'm gonna make it cost. And if you broke, you ain't gonna be able to get a house or get a fucking apartment without putting it in somebody else's name. If you broke, I'm putting that judgment on your ass. On your ass. I'm gonna try to make your ass homeless. No, man, what you doing? Fuck that bitch. She ain't no female. She stopped being a female when she started spreading nuclear propaganda. And again, when you don't know, you don't know. I understand that. But what I'm talking about, what I'm talking about is when the evidence, again, the bitch, fuck what Tylil has said. The bitch has not gone to file a report. She ain't even sued the dude. At least the chick with Shannon Sharp filed a report or put a lawsuit. This chick ain't even got a lawyer. Remember, she's a singer. Her name is Guyanese Pop Princess. And y'all, this bitch don't fuck with y'all like that. She don't even fuck with black women like that. And it's like, oh man, I believe her. Cause y'all believe every nigga taking pussy. Shout out to Kareem with the $10. Appreciate it, appreciate it. And the thing is, Kareem's another person that's in my personal Discord as well, by the way, I believe. So yeah, that's the third one. I forgot about the 3 people. And so my thing is, y'all, like, the real conversation here is y'all want to reverse consent after the fact. Y'all want to take consensual sex and make it not consensual. And so if we both drunk, somehow the man, it's more on the man to not have sex when we're both drunk than the woman. So women can be drunk. And remember, I used to Uber drive. I know how to do. I didn't have bitches get in this car. I didn't have bitches thrown in this car. Not this car, but car I had before. Thrown in the car. They can't move their arms and legs. They like dead bodies. And they were thrown in there by a friend group of nothing but females. And one dude. This like the muscle. And I'm looking at these chicks, they giving me the eye. They used to give me the eye look. It was like 10 years ago. They used to give me the eye look, talking about, she's your problem now. I'm tired of this bitch. I'm talking about white women. That never happened with black women. Let me be fair. I did over 10,000 rides. Black women never threw up in my car. So actually, what I'm talking about now ain't really got nothing to do with black women. The only thing black women used to do is smell like weed from time to time. And honestly, black women actually tip more back then than anybody else. I'll tell the truth, but I ain't got no problem telling the truth. But white women would do that. These bitches can't move their arms and legs. I would literally have to wait for these people, because I can't touch them or nothing like that, to gather themselves. And it would take like 10, 15 minutes. Now that's white girl wasted type shit. But what I'm telling you is, you got like, I know how these bitches are with that liquor. Oh shit, so it's open? It's open? Okay, so they're getting open. Okay, I thought I had to do 7-Eleven, they open. But yeah. So my thing is, y'all will sit here and y'all want to put yourselves in these situations. You know, it ain't just black women to do it. Y'all want to put y'all, it's almost like y'all want to get raped. And I'm going to say it just like that. Fuck y'all in that misogyny bullshit. I'm telling it raw tonight. Y'all want a story. Or y'all lie about it. But if you don't get what you want out of a nigga, you think you were manipulated, lied to. I think I was raped. Even white women say it. If you got, well guys, what do you think? Do you think I was assaulted? Bitch, if you got an ass, then you weren't. If you got an ass, then it no. If somebody's got to convince you were assaulted, unless we talk about some minor shit, like minor, that's different. But if you grown, you like 28, well, I don't know. Do you think, guys? Bitch got to pull a poll. Bitch got to run a poll and get some votes. Do you think I was raped? 1 for yes, 2 for no. What up, chat? Y'all playing with niggas' lives. And I'm gonna tell you something. Y'all motherfuckers are gonna y'all gonna fuck with people that's gonna be like, gonna pack y'all up. They dead ass. You black bitches dealing with these white boys, they gonna just get you an OD because they know they getting a white cop. When they want a white cop, they just, all right, we calling the sheriff's department. Don't call the cops. We don't know who we gonna get, but we'll call the sheriff. I don't know what happened, sir. She just started shaking. See the blood that's coming out of her eyes and her ears. See, I don't know. Did you know divestors ain't gonna speak on it? Y'all playing. Y'all playing. And the other bitch told this whole granny, I wish I had my damn, hold on, do I have my fucking, cause I want y'all to hear this shit, cause sometimes niggas be like, oh nigga, you mad. Like, no, oh yeah, I do got my shit. Give me a second. Cause I need y'all to hear what the fuck I heard. So y'all understand that I'm not just wilding for no reason. So y'all understand I'm not just wilding for no reason. This chick literally tried to launch her streamer career because her fucking singing career ain't shit on a fucking rape allegation. No, we ain't go, oh, what, you gotta use the word shit. No, we use it what it is. Y'all not talking about grabbing ass and grabbing titties. Y'all talking about nigga taking pussy. Dude had literally an audio talking about, are you gonna see me again? I didn't know you had a girlfriend. Oh my God, Talib. I never did a one-night stand before. Bitch, shut the fuck up. You liar. You're a liar. I made sex with Talib. Well, no, I'm gonna see you again. That's why it's not a one-night stand. Are you sure? And then you got women talking about, yeah, I believe that she was, I believe her. Yeah, because y'all, I promise you, let it be a white boy, let it be a black woman, a black female, a young black bitch accusing a white boy. And all of a sudden, these bitches are going to turn into Inspector Keisha. These bitches are flipped from prosecution to defender. Oh, hold up, ladies. Hold up, ladies. We don't know about this. Let's not go full bore. You know how I go. That's if they speak on it at all. Now I want y'all to hear this crazy, goofy shit that I heard so y'all understand. Because I know y'all be entertained by me going off, but y'all be like, I don't know what the fuck this nigga talking about, but he going off. All right, let's go.
And back to the essay thing. Can I give y'all a good example of how men use coercion in the club? So they'll invite everybody to a pregame, right? And back to the essay thing. Can I give y'all a good example of how men use
press one if you can hear it, press two if you can.
They'll invite everybody to a pregame, right? All the bad bitches, all one bad bitches will be in the pregame, right? Right? And they'll be getting y'all drunk.
So we gotta pause this video while I hear y'all put one or two. I'm sorry. Public service announcements to black people. It's called ChatGPT and it's called YouTube. Learned how to fucking change a fucking smoke detector. I can't believe this bitch literally has her fucking smoke detector running like that. Like that shit needs to be left in 2025. And y'all need to start getting clowned. Fuck them white boys. Y'all need to start getting clowned. That ain't no fucking nightlight or sound like a fan. Some of y'all can't go to sleep without hearing that sound every 30 seconds. That shit is not cute anymore, and it never was. Moving on.
Asking y'all questions, mind you, it's maybe a couple of men, a lot of women. There's more women than men, so that means that there's more women talking to one man. You see what I'm saying? And the men bought the section, so most of the women are only talking to the one man that they are talking to. They're not talking to multiple men in the same group or friend group. So they do that, they get wristbands. They get the wristbands and they invite everybody to the... Now, you know, the person who gets the wristbands, you kind of got to be nice to them so they can get the wristbands so they can get in from... Not saying you broke, but that's just saying, you know...
No, you are.
So y'all partying all night, woo-woo-woo-woo. Y'all might even go to an after party. Everybody lit, everybody... Let's say I'm the littest bitch at the club.
Everybody lit, everybody drunk.
Tables. Pull my skirt up and have my thong hanging out and my clapping my ass together.
She pulled her own skirt up.
Party, and you see me there. You're gonna think, ooh, this bitch so drunk. I got her. But now let me explain this to you. Nobody agreed upon having sex with each other. We're all just going to an after party to keep partying and enjoy ourselves, right? Right. But the main intentions are, I'm gonna fuck one of these hoes. You getting fucked tonight. You getting fucked tonight. You getting fucked tonight. That's their mind, right? So when they see you in the after party and they try to approach you, they're gonna try to get you along. They're gonna try to say anything to get you along. And you might be down to go along with them just to talk and get, you know, never heard of just do the shit for. They be like, oh, come to the room with me. You might just come to the room with them just to see what they talking about. just to see what they talk. You might go to the room just to see what they talk about. Maybe if they would have turned you on, made that pussy wet, maybe you would have wanted to fuck with them. But they were saying the wrong shit, they were turning you off, but you were still keeping it respectful. So you like, nah. Or you not focusing on the thing that really turned you off or pissed you off, but you really trying to play it cool. And then they'll see that as you easy, or they think that you're too drunk because they know they being disrespectful, but you let that shit slide and go over your head. So they're gonna now try to press you. And now once they press you, you don't know what to do. In that situation, a lot of times, women don't know what to do. Because we really know that we can't beat y'all. We can't beat a man and no. So then they be like, let me just eat the pussy. Let me just do this. Let me stick a finger in. And then y'all rape women. That's how you guys convince and rape women. Prime example.
Now, I want you to understand that, Goofy. Now, that's actually the second thing I'm going to talk about. That's not even the video. All this rant I've been doing, that ain't the video that I was ranting about. I'm going to get to that in a second. But I want to go through that real quick. First things first. She's talking about you being nice. This is what I want you to understand about. Let's start with from the end. Now, she said it's 3 niggas, meaning these niggas are easily identifiable. Number 1. Number 2, if they control who gets the wristband, that makes them more identifiable. Number 3, it's 3 niggas, all these women, into an after party. So it's not just you're not in a hotel. This is our fucking story now. Now this is a scenario. You're not in a hotel. You are in a room in an after party. You can't scream, bitch. These rooms aren't soundproof. You can't scream. All of a sudden magically black bitches don't fight men? When this nigga trying to take pussy? You just gonna let it happen and call it rape after the fact? Bitch, get the fuck out of my face with that bullshit. And this bitch looks like Kaya. Compassionate, I'm lying, I'm dying. This bitch look like Kaya from My Neck, My Back. So you know this bitch is gonna fight. I think I showed you that video without that fucking Bunny Ruckus hair. Even the women were cooking this bitch, talking about. Y'all wouldn't believe me if you didn't see the comments yourself, but you know it's fucked up when you see women. When you see women in the comment section talking about accountability, you know that's a trash ass fucking story. You know that's a trash ass fucking story. By the way, most of the niggas in Atlanta I thought were gay. So again, if you're in a situation where the women outnumber the men, even if you go to a room and you scream, you think that man is just going to be able to basically rip your clothes off, pull you off, put a skirt, bend your ass over against your will, even if he start beating your ass? You really think he's going to have the time to do all of that, get that nut off, and somehow get away out the room and not be identified? And that shit'll be on his... And the bitch said she's in Atlanta. Motherfucker, the government is controlled top down. The DA, look, you saw what's that bitch that Trump put on the damn I forget her name, but she was getting Young Thug and all of them. You think that chick would not love to get a rape charge on a nigga? What? Yo, all the lawyers are women. Yeah, Fannie Willis, all the lawyers, the whole government in Atlanta is run by black women. The fuck are you talking about? Fulton County and the adjacent county. That's her scenario. She said it was in Atlanta. This is her shit. This is her story. This is her story. But even if you get to the beginning, you want a club, cool. You pulling your own skirt up because you lit, you drunk. No, they want to get, nah, bitch. You getting drunk on your own. They only invite a whole bunch of women and not a lot of dudes. That's not true because women don't pay for shit. So you gotta have some dudes other than 3 because women don't pay for shit. What are you talking about? And even the women had to call that bitch out. And people say, well, how do you know women in that troll accounts? Because she responded. Oh, bitch, shut your ass up. Da, da, da. Talk about accountability. And that's what I mean. Y'all want something to happen so you can say it happened. So y'all be exaggerating and gassing shit up. Oh, baby, you throw your skirt on, baby, you lit. And he just, he feeling it, you can see you weak. Man, please, ain't none of these bitches weak. And this is why these women be like, you know, Jordan, oh man, I got sexually assaulted multiple times. I'm sorry, but bitch said she got sexually assaulted more than once. I don't want no parts. I don't want no parts, because that's a chick that a lot of them chicks be lying. Go heal, bitch. Go heal. Anyway, that's just the first video. I mean, the second video. Wait, then let me give you the one that really pissed me off. This is the one that really pissed me off.
Seems like it comes with the work, and that's why a lot of these girls get paid off. I believe that Tylil still sexually assaulted Jordan, me personally. However, I do believe that Jordan would have excused the sexual assault if she got paid, 100%. A lot of people don't want to bring that up when it comes to the sex worker world, that a lot of these girls are getting sex.
Well, first of all, the sex worker world, Jordine isn't a sex worker. Jordine is actually a singer. Like, no, for real. She has music videos and stuff. She's like a upcoming singer. She's kind of like Jilly, but just without a nigga. Jilly got, what's dude? I'm blanking. What's dude on Browns that stay hurt and had the massage shit? She's, his girlfriend. She's his girlfriend. But she's a singer too. But they're just not like, no. Like Mariah the Scientist over the last like 4 years just got known. Deshaun Watson, I remember that on my own, got known. So this is a chick, Guyanese pop princess. That's actually her name. That's her stage name. So she's not a sex worker. So you already, you flipping into sex worker. Tylil, that wasn't a sex worker situation. And how the fuck are you getting sexually assaulted when if you're a sex worker, that means you're getting paid for pussy. What are you talking about? Because these bitches are going to get the money before they fuck. Or at least something. So you just calling the bitch a sex worker because you're trying to make this shit fit. And that's what I don't like. When you get to a point where it's like, bitch, it ain't there. But y'all are just forcing it. Oh, I still believe that it happened. And again, these women have casualized rape. In their mind, every nigga that took pussy. These bitches feel left out. And that's how, this is 22. Tylil referred to his girlfriend as his partner. That nigga is 6 years old. He referred to his girl, yeah, my partner called, and that's when she got mad. I was like, your partner? I thought he was talking about his friend. I'm like, why does the bitch get mad over your friend calling? And then they was like, girl, I was like, oh, because I knew the nigga wasn't gay, but I was like, oh, what? What kind of, what are they teaching these kids now? They got that in the school to the point where y'all saying partner as boyfriend, girlfriend, bitch, you fucking, this is my partner. What the fuck? Yeah, I'm gonna believe that nigga took her pussy. And then got an audio. Smartest thing that young brother ever did was whipping that phone out, putting that action button on, and recording her. And she knew she was being recorded. So it wasn't like she didn't know she was being recorded. So she didn't even, oh, you're recording me, blah, blah. You're recording me, but she didn't say that. She's like, oh my God, I never did this before. Oh. So I'm supposed to believe that bitch lied about her age. So I'm supposed to believe that bitch is like 27 years old and she don't fuck. In LA. She's from LA. Light skin, a guy from LA. This chick had her whole body done. Her whole body done. Bitches that are virgins don't fucking get their body done. She had like a whole drift kit put in that motherfucker. Not really. She didn't really have both on. She really had just slim downs. She had a whole body mod. What are you talking about? She had a whole scope mod. Now, granted, I don't think she gotta be, cause she was big, so she probably had fat trainers. Anyway, my point is that dude had evidence. Evidence don't matter. It's just like Jonathan Majors. They wanted to be, even when you got it on camera, she white. You did it. You gone. That's what they want. They want to be a white woman. That's what they want. That's what they really want, which is why these women get on here. And I told this bitch, I said, you scum. You scum. Because you would never say this with a white boy. You would never jump out the window like this for a white boy, because you know there's real consequences. Anyway, let's keep going with this bullshit.
Sexually assaulted on a regular daily basis. I don't want to say it comes with the work, but
women get sexually assaulted on a regular daily basis. So these women are just getting sex. So individual women are just getting their pussy took every day. Every day, this chick is getting her.
If you're not careful, it seems like it comes with the work. And that's why a lot of these girls get paid off millions of dollars when they do get sexually.
Sex workers are not getting paid off millions of dollars. What are you talking about? What sex worker do you know? Like, seriously, they're not getting paid off millions of dollars. Like, let's keep it all the way real, man. If you got to pay somebody millions of dollars, I'm going to say it in a way that is kind of acceptable to say. What is an average life insurance policy? What is a life insurance policy? Y'all think a minimum life insurance, like let me give you an example. If you get like a life insurance policy, and shout out to Alonzo Hall, he's much better about this. He's an expert on that. That's actually what he does. If you get a life insurance policy for like $1 million, that's like $50, $60 a month. That's not cheap. Like, you getting paid millions of dollars, your life isn't worth, I'm sorry, in the going rate, the going rate and the risk, your life ain't worth millions of dollars. Who the fuck is paying a stripper bitch millions of dollars? Shannon Sharp didn't pay that. No, did she got some money. No, she might have got a couple million. That's a unique situation. That's an amplified situation. That was that was damn near coercion. But y'all really think like, and you think these people got the money to pay you millions of dollars? Shut up. Because if they out here like that, then you're not the only one. You think dudes have, oh man, that was the first chick I raped. Never again. Never again. No, Zion ain't even paying out that kind of money. Zion is getting hit with child support. And by the way, Zion, oh my God, never again. No, if dudes cross that Rubicon, it's just like killing somebody. You cross that Rubicon, you're infinitely more likely to do it again. You cross that bridge of taking it, you probably did it more than once, more than twice, more than 3 times. And the more that slope is. So when y'all like, what are we talking about? This is trying to make everybody Jeffrey Epstein. And again, when you hear these women casually talk about this, they really talk about rape like this shit just happens, and they talk about rape like they talk about colorism. It just happens in men in 2026 now. This isn't the 80s and this isn't the 90s. In 2026, dudes that were born post 9/11. That's what Tylil age range is. Post 9/11 in his neo-feminized LGBT style education system. I am supposed to believe, like for real. And when he has evidence on his side, and fuck his evidence, she hasn't filed a police report. Till this day, it's been like 6 weeks now since that shit popped off. Hasn't filed one fucking police report. Fuck a rape kit, hasn't even done a police report. These women are still getting on here, basically like you are defaming this man at this point. This ain't the same as Megan Thee Stallion. I don't agree with the case. At the end of the day, he's in jail. That don't mean people can't talk about it and speculate on if it happened or not. Just like how it's not defamation to speculate on Diddy and Kim Porter, even though he hasn't been formally investigated for that. Anyway, let's keep going.
Assaulted. Hence Shannon Sharp and that white little girl taking all that money from her. You know what I'm saying? Like things
that wasn't sexual assault though. Not only was that not sexual assault, the woman actually said it wasn't sexual assault, and Shannon Sharp was never brought up on criminal charges. That wasn't sexual assault. That wasn't sexual assault. That's not sexual assault. Basically, that was even other women said that was a sexual assault. What really him Shannon Sharpe up on that was age, the age gap. That's really what fucked him up. But see, that's what I'm saying. These women want the ability to throw that at a man. They want the ability to throw that at a man just cause, because they understand how it's effective. And I've told you right now, I swear before God, somebody better never throw that at me. Because I'm telling you right now, if you do something to ruin my life, I'm not going alone. That's all I got to say. I'm not going alone. I'm not going alone. You do something to ruin my life and play with me like that, I'm not going by myself. I know that sounds like me talking crazy, but I want you to understand that. You put me in a position where I live my life of honor, and you play with me like that? No. People can read into that what they fucking want to read into that, but just understand, you ruined my life, and I know I didn't do shit. Because I don't even play anywhere in approximation and shit like that. Oh no. It will not go down. It's gonna be like Luke Skywalker. This is not gonna go down how you think.
Like this happened a lot in the sense of whatever the case may be. I'm not justifying it with money, but I feel like a lot of these girls who are in this world will justify the act.
They are in this world because they choose to be in this world. They are in this world because they choose to be in this world. This is like women trying to act like, this is like these white bitches trying to insinuate they were trafficked into doing porn. As if most of these, I thought white people came from a two-parent household. Most of these bitches that are in porn got fathers. These are not coming from single mother white women. These are coming from two-parent households. We're not even going to talk about OnlyFans. So again, we casually talk about, see, this is why when dudes buy pussy, it's like assume that like you're taking it. It's assume, see, they want a world where women can sell pussy, but if men buy it, you are somehow, that's a form of coercing a woman to give pussy up. Therefore, it's rape. It's just a matter of, does the woman want to press charges on you? That is literally the world we live in, which is why I've never been against decriminalizing it. I'm like, either make it legal or make it illegal. It needs to be illegal for women to sell it, and it needs to be illegal for men to buy it. It cannot be, it's legal for women to sell it or it's decriminalized, but we're going to go after the men because then we're going to justify, well, you know, men that buy pussy are justifying sex trafficking. Man, it was a video that Poor Man reviewed that happened a couple days ago. Go to his channel. And every time they would talk about like what happened to porn, women in porn and blah, blah, blah. And every time they try to insinuate the dudes that watch porn are basically contributing to what these women are going through. And one point that Poor Man made, which was an excellent point, a masterful point, is he said they never go after the owners of these websites. They never go after the owners of these websites because most of the time the owners of these websites are either European or they're Jews. That's why they don't go after these owners of the website. They don't speak on, they don't make it like, oh, well, the new pimps are people that are over pickawebsite.com, pickatubesite.com. They never say that. They go after the audience before they'll go after the people that are creating the avenue by which this stuff can happen. These dudes are brokering the shit, but they want to go after the audience and make the audience feel bad because that's a safer get. And even then, they always make it very ambiguous. Because truth be told, OnlyFans is powered by married white men. OnlyFans is powered by married Caucasian men. So they never really want to go at them because they're not trying to throw Caucasian men under the bus. But my point is, whether you're in these strip clubs, you know, all that, all these rights that these women have, these bitches are lazy. Today, there has never been more opportunity for women, and women are prioritized over the men. These bitches want fast money and are lazy. And so they try to use that they were assaulted or trafficked as a way of trying to shame the society and holding them accountable, or the stigma that comes along with it. Most of these bitches don't ever want to get rid of their stage names. Lana Rhoades wants to be a Khalifa. They still want to use their names. But they want the stench of it, but they want to keep the fame. Anyway.
With money, because that's the only way you could physically.
At least this chick don't got the smoke alarm, but she may be covering it with sound.
Bring a man down in a scenario like that is to come after his pockets and his reputation and so on and so forth, because he didn't go accordingly to the plans of what we had set up. This is transactional. You started doing too much. You start coming in the store, start stealing shit. Right? And I'm not trying to make it sound.
I don't understand what you're talking about. If you had a transaction for sex, what? Oh, if he put it in your ass, and by the way, don't this sound like white dude shit, by the way? But if we had transactional sex, what? He put it in your ass, so now all of a sudden it's assault because you didn't consent to that? Is that the game we're playing? Oh, he put it in your mouth one more time. Oh, he nutted in your face, or nutted in you instead of in your face. So now we want to call that assault? Is that the game we're playing? Oh, you didn't follow the fine print. See, right here, down here, you were supposed to take, 60 strokes. You took 62 strokes, so therefore, I feel like you raped me. This is the game that these women are playing. This is what she's trying to describe. Oh, you got a little rough and you smacked me rather than just grabbing me on the neck. See, that's assault. Does that not sound like reverse consent? This is out of her own mouth.
Jokey, you're making it sound like, ooh, but this is everyday life with a lot of these women in the sex world, and I feel like they don't talk about it because a lot of them will excuse it for some.
Here's the problem I have with everything she's saying. The problem I have with everything she's saying is this video is about Tylil. Bitch, what the fuck are you talking about sex workers? This is defamation what she's doing. Because you're tying him to buying hoes. When has Tylil bought a bitch? When he's not known for buying bitches? He didn't buy this bitch. That's not out of her shit. Nobody, that's not even something she's talking about. She said she's asexual. So to have this conversation means you don't believe she's asexual. You believe she sells pussy. So you believe that she's lying about being asexual, because there's no way she's a sex worker and she's asexual. That don't work. You believe that she is lying about selling pussy too. And this is just off the 2000 thing. You don't believe what she said about the phone. So you clearly think she's a sex worker and she's not a singer, which I believe this woman is just ignorant. She doesn't know, which means she has to do her fucking research, because again, believe all women, right? Didn't even take the time to do a fucking Google image search, take screenshot that bitch and say, who is this bitch really? Put that shit in fucking ChatGPT on your phone and be like, yo, who is this? You know who Jordine this is? What is she also known for? No, you didn't do none of that. You just believe all women and you concoct this whole fucking legacy fucking anime saga in order to make this work. You know how motherfuckers try to remix, they try to you know how the Fast and Furious, they 6 movies in and they try to recontextualize something that happened 5 movies ago. We gotta recontextualize that Han ain't really dead, even though we saw that motherfucker get blown up under the fucking car, trying to get out and couldn't get out. But somehow he snuck his ass out that bitch. Because everybody want Han to come back, so we gotta make that shit make fit. So everybody just suspends disbelief, because let's keep it real, everybody wanted Han back. And obviously the movie wanted to make some money off the Asians. Yeah, that's some shit. We doing some whole lore reorganization to make that fit. That's what we're doing. So they can be a victim. And this chick literally is the last 2 minutes is gone, or at least a minute has gone talking about a situation with a singer and a streamer and somehow talk about that nigga buying pussy and Jordan is a sex worker and this is what happens with sex workers. He ain't got nothing to do with that. He ain't no street nigga. Ty Lil ain't no street nigga. Ty Lil ain't no pimp. This ain't no pimp. This ain't no Sinful. Shout out to Sinful P, R.I.P. and Ice. This ain't that situation. This ain't none of that. This is a streamer. Yeah, I believe Kai did that shit. Because, you know, he probably buying pussy anyway. This is the level of how much they reach in order to justify. This is... Thank God we got laws. Because if it was up to the women would just lie about that shit. They really would.
Money. It's just what it is. And I believe there's a lot of women who look for it, for the bigger bag, because it's a way to make some money. It is.
They look for the bigger bag, so you've acknowledged that women look for the bigger bag. This is out of your own mouth. But you still believe Ty Lil took that shit. So you just believe that Ty Lil took that shit, and then he said, yeah, I'm going to take this pussy. I'm going to take this pussy because that bitch looks like a bitch that's so innocent. Jordan don't even look like that type of bitch you would target like that. Jordan looks like she would fight. That chick is Guyanese. Man, are you fucking serious?
And the other side of this whole thing is, like, how many men who are buying pussy into the sex world actually sexually assaulting women because they believe that they're buying an object, they're gonna treat it like an object.
Nigga, oh my God. Oh my fucking, before it pissed me off. So I swear on my mom's grave that I did not listen to this whole clip. And most of this video that I've seen, I'm seeing it live with you and reacting to it live. The first video I shared with you, I did hear that stupid bitch. Because I wanted to see where that story was going. Did I not fucking tell you? Did I not tell you niggas that these bitches assume if you buying pussy, you have sexually assaulted because that feminist belief of objects? First of all, if a nigga, and then they want to talk about black men versus white men. First of all, let's keep it real. If men are not in the business of just running through a whole bunch of different fucking sex workers. First of all, black men would prefer to fuck on the same level of bitches for familiarity and also because they might be able to get a discount on your ass later on. Like, that's not how that works. Like, again, did I not say that? Did I not say that shit? Shout out to Xanatos, return home. Did I not say that? I like Han. I'm glad they did that. That's why everybody believe that shit. Truth be told, if what's the chick name that played Wonder Woman? If she wouldn't have had so many bad roles and built a lot of and people still kind of like her because she ain't really, her reputation ain't really too cooked. I would have liked her to come back. I mean, I'm real. I like Giselle more. I like the light-skinned chick that was on Game of Thrones, but that didn't make sense because it was kind of like, I don't know. I like Giselle more. It's like they just started opting out of characters too much. And Paul Walker's sister, like Danica, they really should have pushed her more too. They just started adding, swapping too many people, man. But that's what I'm saying. Did I not tell you this is how they operate? This is how they operate in their mind. Well, if you buying pussy, and what did I say with Passport, bro? If you buying pussy, then that means you must be, you like somehow you buying pussy gives you the right to just take pussy. Niggas that are taking pussy are not. Wow, man. Again, these chicks are just making shit up, yo. They are just making shit up. This is theory crafting sexual assault. And I want you to think about it. How many of these chicks have these hidden, like, servers or hidden fucking, remember, Six the Goddess did do that shit. She tried to say, what you call it is eyeballing me and looking me up and down. Bitch, if I want to look at your titties because you want to show your face, I mean, that's not me assaulting you, bitch. You don't have to have them prominent up in the picture. The fuck you talking about? You're assaulting me because you're eyeballing me. Yeah. And I'm glad called that out to the point where she had to do a live stream about it. Because she fucked up. She really did. And she really never truly recovered from that. Because that's why our ass don't be growing like that. I mean, you know, Six got a Patreon. So don't think that Six just be getting money off of views. Six got a Patreon. And Six be getting money off these dumb hoes. But anyway, my point is, what did I say? These bitches are theory crafting sexual assault. Well, this is how, you know, this happened. Not real experiences, but this is how, if this guy would do it, this is how they would go about doing it. So they assume dudes are just doing it. So this is why these women, like, this is very dangerous for women. Oh, I believe women, because they want that shit to be true. They want it to be true because in their mind, this is to them, sexual assault is like what we do with paternity fraud. Except paternity fraud actually does happen. This to them, this is paternity fraud to them, where they can put a dude in like an infinite guilt oh man, we're just taking pussy. This is 2025. These bitches are not getting raped like they were back in the day. It is not this. Even to the extent that I'll acknowledge that happened, that's happening a hell of a lot less. Meaning you are putting rape cases on generations that are not nowhere near involved in that shit. How the fuck are Z's not fucking at all? Like, most Z's are the least fucked generation of men. They're the least fucked, but somehow y'all the most assaulted.
And women are excusing it because this man has.
Let me be very clear here. If a woman excused her pussy getting took, she wasn't raped. Out of fuck anything you talking about. And I don't give a fuck what nobody say. If a woman, I go back to Players Club. If you had that pussy taken like that, you can't excuse that. Your body won't allow you to excuse that shit. Now, you may have been, quote unquote, assaulted, but you weren't raped. Because you're not just excusing that shit. That reverse consent bullshit? No. Because that means y'all could call any sexual encounter rape. Just based on how you feel. No, I'm not playing that game.
Paid this amount of money that she said he's paid. You know what I'm saying? And that's...
So basically, in her eyes, in this woman's eyes, keep in mind, this is a dark-skinned woman caping for a light-skinned guy and East chick, by the way. In her eyes, Jordine zailed a request for $2,000. This is a woman that is a pop star. This is a woman that lives in LA. So let's keep it real. No matter what we say, this is a woman that was raised in Los Angeles. $2,000 ain't shit in Los Angeles. This is a woman that had work done. $2,000 ain't shit. Do you really believe the way that bitch was talking? I'm gonna keep it real. That chick look a hell of a lot better than the chick that I was talking about in the original, early in this video. The act was talking about flying out. You really think this bitch is $2,000? You really, like, just on her scenario, you really believe that Jordine Francis or whatever her name is, all it takes, what they call them, bands or stacks? I forget rack stats, because to me racks is not enough to be 100. But you really think 2K is all it takes to keep her, when she know you got more? She know you a known streamer. You think $2,000 is enough if you took that pussy? You got it. What? Shannon Sharp tried to get that bitch I think a couple of $1 million. And she said no. What? She's in LA with what she's connected to. tertiary wise, you really believe $2,000 was enough? Even if she was planning on getting him for more shit, it wouldn't be $2,000. It'd be more like 5-6. You really believe that? That's what I'm saying. That shit, even in their own world, that shit don't add up.
The thing when it comes to more than likely one of the main reasons why Tylil felt so comfortable to even do that to Jordan while she was drunk and so on and so forth. It's not like...
And you notice how she casually just in her mind, he did that shit? What nigga you know took pussy and just got away with it casually? What nigga do you know that has been publicly called out for taking pussy, and then he's just able to live his life as if nothing happened? No criminal charge, no police report, no actual lawsuit. If she did that, then why didn't she sue him? It don't matter what happens on social media. Put that shit in court. He would have. And so this woman just casually is talking like this is theory. Yeah, you know, that's why he felt comfortable to take it. Niggas like that don't only take pussy from one nigga. I mean, one bitch. He just felt comfortable, you know, just comfortable walking her up to her room. And I mean, and the funny thing is, this chick is like, yeah, because she's a sex worker. So he just felt comfortable. Jordine has never said she was a sex worker. Nobody has never accused, by the way, nobody's never accused her of being a sex worker. Nobody. Even the dude people didn't know her have not accused her of being a sex worker. And that's why this shit is dangerous. Because this is like a level of defamation. This is a level of defamation you can't never get off. And these women will just believe this shit. They will believe this shit. And I'm going to tell you right now, with the way the Z's work, y'all going to find out when these dudes just start crashing out, just packing y'all up and packing themselves up. When they start doing murder-suicides, y'all going to learn what the fuck that actually is. And I'm not calling for nothing, but what I'm saying is as emotionally unhinged as some of these niggas are, and you don't never see these bitches speak like that. If the boy, she's not making this video. If the guy was white, she's not making this video. Because she'd be afraid. Just understand that. You know, oh, by the way, you know, somehow she wound up in his room, but she told, I don't even like black boys like that. I'm like, yo, and this is a dark-skinned woman capping, doing the most caping for a light-skinned female that I don't even think she considers herself black. Oh man, you guys, I just get sexually assaulted all the time, but I'm asexual, but people are just randomly taking pussy. They're just having their way with me. No police report ever filed. Not one time, guys.
He probably ain't see her do that with another man, drunk, in a close personal setting and scenario. You know what I'm saying? So the bigger thing with this thing is that I don't want to think all he had to do was pay up for this girl to shut the fuck up. But I feel like all he had to do was pay up for her to shut the fuck up, because that's how transactional the sex world is. And
I want the record to show this bitch made up a whole story just to fit her scenario. And some of y'all have seen some of the videos on TikTok with that. Y'all have heard my coverage of that. Jordine has never said she was a sex worker. Nobody has ever really accused her of being a sex worker. Tylil has never accused her. This chick has been around other streamers, by the way. Nobody, no woman, even the women that were going against what she was saying, has never accused her of being a sex worker. And my thing is, this is what defamation is. When you sit here and you have these opinions like this, and you're just casually, see, notice how it's not alleged. Notice how it's not alleged. Alleged goes out the window. It's he did that. I believe he did that shit. That's defamation. That's straight up defamation. That's straight up defamation what you're doing. Because and like this is where it is appropriate to start putting paperwork on these bitches. because there is no civil case. There is no civil case. It was the same thing with these bitches in DDG. DDG beat up. Oh, I know he beat up Halle Berry, even though somehow Halle Bailey said she had a ring footage of him. DDG wilding out, never produced it. These women are aiding and abetting defamation of character doing that. They're aiding and abetting. Now, what people were doing with Jordine was they was pointing out the holes in the bullshit she was saying that she chose to bring to the internet. She could have went and sued that nigga. She didn't do that. She chose to litigate that in public opinion. If you were sexually assaulted, why would you do that? Why wouldn't you go to the law? Why wouldn't you even do a civil case? Because what you're doing is you're testing the waters. That's what you're really doing. And these women prefer to adjudicate this in the court of public opinion because that's where they got the advantage. That's what, low key, Halle Bailey didn't want to do that because Halle Bailey know there's a lot of women that actually like DDG. So that's why, again, man, this is dangerous shit right here. And one thing with this whole stream, the level of which these chicks will reach for that shit. See, we don't gotta reach for that shit for paternity fraud. We just gotta say, get the paternity test and watch these bitches squirm.
People are cold in it, and I don't think people don't be nobody talks about that.
And the reality is these chicks keep talking like they just wake up one day like Taken in America and they're just selling pussy. But I want you to understand that's what, and people say, oh, that's just on social media. That's not on social media, just on social media. That T-app should have showed you that shit is not just on social media. These women have been indoctrinated so deeply, a lot of them, that in their mind, every black man is a rapist. That is what you're dealing with. Women like this are dangerous to be around because they're looking for an opportunity to be a victim. And you know what's funny? These women love talking about, oh my God, you're blaming the victim. These bitches make themselves available around a lot of these niggas. You got bitches that will brag about dealing with dudes that they know got bodies, aka have murdered people. So you really think if a dude is willing to kill somebody, he might not be willing to beat a bitch's ass? Like, this is what I'm talking about, man. And it's crazy, man. I'm listening to this and I'm like, y'all just throwing all this dirt on this nigga name. Like, this ain't the same as saying a chick is acting like an escort. You are literally like doing something like a dude could kill this nigga over this shit. And they'll be like, well, I don't know. I don't understand. I didn't know they would take it that far. And this is why these dudes got to start suing these bitches. You got to start destroying. If you know you didn't do nothing, I swear to God, man. Understand, if a chick ever pulled this shit on me and I had money and power, I swear to God, man, I will make her wish she didn't do that. And I'm talking about in the law. It's shit gonna be on her ass so much, man. I'ma pull that Scientology shit where they gonna be on your ass. You ain't gonna be able to do shit. Then they wonder why men don't approach women. That's the funny part. Now they wonder why men don't approach women. Because y'all, like I said, man, I said that a couple of years ago. Women are going to get to the point where they're going to be dangerous to be around. They're not going to be worth being. I mean, I'm not even against being around women, but it's going to be dangerous. Because when these bitches get mad, like, these bitches are celebrating the deaths of motherfuckers. When these bitches get mad, they just going to say, you raped me. I feel like you raped me. That's what they're going to say. And they just going to lie. And if you ain't got your evidence right, even Cameron said, I got old phones from like the 2000s in case a bitch want to act up. Because the texts are still there. That's what we got to do. Women do not have to do all of that. That's what we got to do because that's the degree I'm meant to believe all women. This is a big reason why women don't get believed. Because women will lie their ass off. And that's why I tell black women, date white men. Please date white men. Leave black men alone. Because I promise you, you pull this shit on white men, you won't pull this shit on white men, because y'all know it's gonna be the same thing ever since that Duke lacrosse situation. Well, by the way, the dude is running for senator right now, Roy Cooper. He was attorney general at the time, and he went from attorney general to governor, and now he's running for senate. Democrat Roy Cooper. He was, I'm telling you, yo, ever since then, these white people are like, nah, these bitches, fuck these black bitches. If they black, they better, unless they ain't got that shit on tape, That's why I'd be like, yo, yeah, man, these sex workers, they're in sex work, and these dudes are just taking pussy. Bitch, that's what the money's for. What are you talking about? That's what the money's for. The money, like, again, and that's what I'm saying. They see that as a form of coercion. And again, women are dangerous because they can actually move the laws. And again, these are the same bitches that'll lose their mind over paternity fraud, even if they don't have children. I want you to understand that. They will get the most angry over paternity fraud, but then somehow act like every nigga that took pussy at least once. It's crazy. So anyway, y'all, I'm about to lose my voice going off on this shit so much, but that shit really annoyed the fuck out of me. I don't know how long this is gonna be up, because real talk, like I say it raped like at least like 50 times, and you know how YouTube is. So I might have to put this on the Patreon. I may unlist this and put this in the Discord, but I'll keep it up for maybe a couple of hours, like, you know. So anyway. But yeah, man, some of these people be having like 100,000 subscribers, and they just be casually putting shit out there, just casual fucking slander. Yeah, man, like as if, well, you know, because I'm like, if y'all really believe the dudes are taking pussy like that, where's the political action? Where are your politicians? Why are these female politicians not talking about we have an epidemic of men taking pussy? Where is that at? Y'all talking about like this is like an open secret that happens, but nobody speaks about it. Yeah, you know, men rape women all the time. We just like, y'all are way too casual about this. Y'all are way too, that's how I know you lying. Y'all are way too casual. You are talking about, y'all talk about like men raping men in prison. It just happens, but nobody cares because they're prisoners. Yeah, you know, they take money. If you take money, if a man took pussy and you take money, bitch, you didn't get raped. I'm telling you that right now. There is no real gray area on that. You know what that is. That's called, I'm emotionally confused, reverse, or this is another reason why you bitches are supposed to be married. Y'all in y'all feelings, and then y'all want to reverse consent. Bitch, fuck you, go to hell and die. Anyway, this is Edward signing off. Peace.